The Witch's Dog and the Treasure Map. Whiff, the witch's dog, was singing at the top of his voice. I'm jolly cook for a pallet crew. I'm the cook of jolly taste pallets too, so yo-ho-ho. Whiff was rehearsing for the cruise show, which was taking place that day in the park. It was a musician about pallets, and Whiff had the part of the pallet cook. He was going to wear a bright gold jacket and red sash. Winnie the Witch had washed them that morning and hung up in the garden. They were dry now, and Whiff was eager to try them on. And as he went through the kitchen, he saw that Winnie was busy searching a drawer. What are you looking for, Winnie? asked Whiff. Winnie said, I've lost the letter from my cousin Charlotte, she said. She's the head chef at the Wizard School of Cookery. We are going to make a delicious picnic for your after-show party. He sent me a list of ingredients to buy, but I can't remember where I put it. I'll have you look for it as soon as I fetch my pallet costume for the washing line, said Whiff, back in the tree. Outside, Sly Cat and Cricket Toad were looking over Winnie's garden gate. They were witches' pets too, and they were jealous of Whiff because he was going to be a star of the school show. Sly glanced at Whiff's pallet costume, flapping in the breeze, and winked at Tricky. It's a very windy day, isn't it, Tricky? He said. What a pity it would be if Whiff's costume blew away. Tricky snarled. What a pity, he replied. Quickly, they sent out a super strong wind spell. It shot across the garden, wheeled around Whiff's costume, and whoosh, it blew high into the air. As the jacket soared over Sly and Tricky's head, a piece of paper fell from a pocket and floated to the ground. Sly picked it up. Looked like this has been through the wash, he muttered. The writings are smashed. I can't read what it says. He turned it over. But look at this. There's a map on the back. It fell out of the pallet jacket, said Tricky excitedly. So it could be a treasure map. You could be right, answered Sly. Just then, Whiff came into the garden. My costume, he gasped as he stuck his jacket and started heading for the clouds. How did it happen? It's a very windy day, Whiff, said Sly imaginarily, hitting the map behind this back. Very windy, echoed Tricky. Struggling together, they hurried away. Whiff frowned. He suspects that Sly and Tricky had something to do with it and wondered what they were up to. Quickly fetching his broomstick, he laughed about and June shut off after his escaping pallet costume. Flying at the top speed, he soon caught up with the jacket and sash. But getting hold of them was a different matter. The sash snipped and twisted into the wind, and the jacket flipped this way and that. Whiff looped the roof and did paradise, and even had to fly upside down as he chased them all over the sky. At last, zooming around in the tight turn, he managed to snatch his costume for the air. Tucking the jacket and flashed softly under his arm, Whiff flew back down to the garden just as his friends were arriving. Holly, Bertie, and Starkey were all in the pallet costume. They were going to be in a musician too. I sure can't find Charlotte's letter, said Winnie. At Whiff and his friends came into the kitchen. He'll be here at any moment, and Charlotte will think I have already bought the ingredients for the picnic. But I don't know what to buy. Perhaps you can see what you've got in the food cupboard, Winnie, suggested Whiff. Good idea, cried Winnie, and she rushed to the cupboard. But her face fell down when she looked inside. All I have is some flour, a few apples, a bit of butter, and sugar and salt, she groaned. What kind of picnic can I make from that? I have no fear. Charlotte's here, called a voice from the door. Everyone turned to see Charlotte, the wizard chef, standing in the doorway. He was holding a big bag of shopping. The shopkeeper told me you haven't bought anything yet, Winnie, said Charlotte. So I get all the ingredients. Winnie smiled in delight. Thank you, Charlotte, she said. Let's get started on making that picnic. As Winnie and Charlotte set to the work, Whiff and his friends said goodbye and left for the park. See you later, Winnie, called Whiff. At the park, Sly and Tricky were rocking behind the stage. Tricky was holding the map. I'm sure this is a treasure map, Sly, he said. Hold it still while I put a spell on it, Tricky, Sly said. Let's see if it brings us any treasure. Oh yes, treasure, echoed Tricky gratefully. Sly omitted a spell at the map and flash! The map glowed with a bright light, but the light faded quickly and nothing seemed to happen. Then Sly looked up. What's that thing in the sky? He asked. I don't know, but it's coming toward us very fast, said Tricky. Sly stared in amazement. It's a pilot ship, he gasped. My spells go wrong. The pilot ship drowned off the sky and winded. Crash! Landing the top of the stage. Sly and Tricky tried to land, but were caught in the next room of the ship, and they were hurled off and left dangling like a catch of fish. The pilot captain stormed across the deck. 1 minute, we're sailing along quite happily, he shouted, and at the next flash, we're stuck in the middle of the roaming park. She pointed at Sly and Tricky. And I'm sure you're to blame for this, he growled. Sly and Tricky swallowed nervously. Just then, Whiff and his friends came into the park. Whiff had put on his costume and was singing at the top of his voice again. I'm the jolly cook for the pilot crew. I love to cook up jolly tasty pilasters. Yo-ho-ho. Anti-pilots on the starboard bow, cried the pilot captain. He turned to his crew. Quick, let's capture them. Swiftly, he and his crew left from the ship. Suddenly, Whiff, Harry, Bertie, and Tricky found themselves trapped by Fresno Palace. No matter, said the captain, staring closely at Whiff. You're a cook, excellent. Just what we've been looking for. Our own cook ran away to be a hairdresser last week, and we haven't had a distinction meal since. The crew and I have tried to cook for ourselves, but we are just no good at it. But, began Whiff. No boss, roared the captain. Cook-offs of the tasty meal right now. If you don't, we'll make you our work a prank. Once we get back to the sea, that is, he added quickly. Whiff was about to protest again when he saw Winnie and Charlotte arriving. Between them, they carried a large hamper full of the food they had made for the after-show picnic. A delicious smell was wafting from it. Whiff shouted a warning. Winnie, Charlotte, run! These are little pilots. But the pilots are too quick for them. A moment later, Winnie and Charlotte had been captured too. What's going on, Whiff? Winnie said in the confused, looking around. Are these really little pilots? Oh yes, indeed we are, replied the captain with a nasty grin. So we'll take that lovely food you've brought. Thank you very much. But, began Winnie. No boss, roared the captain, and he opened the hamper. He and the crew looked inside. They said, licking their lips. A lovely graft. They all began to gobble the food greedily. There was nothing that Winnie Charlotte worth of or his friends could do. In a few minutes, there wasn't a crumb left. The pilot sighed contentedly. That was the best meal I ever had, said the captain. The best, agreed the crew. I wish I could write. I could write that. The captain went on. Me too, said each of the crew. And I wish I was a pilot, said Charlotte, all of a sudden. Everyone looked at him in surprise. You do? Asked Winnie. Oh yes, replied Charlotte. I've wanted to be a pilot ever since I was a little chap. I still like to dress up like a pilot and draw pilot maps for fun. In fact, he went on, I drew a treasure map on the back of your letter, Winnie. Above them, they heard a gasp of surprise. Looking up, they saw Sly and Tricky dangling in the net. Charlotte pointed to the piece of paper that Sly turned chocolate in his hand. "That's it," he cried. "My treasure map. Where did you get it?" Sly and Tricky looked down miserably. "It was in the Whipped Palace jacket," said Sly. "So that's where I put it," exclaimed Winnie. "I am silly." We thought the map was real," said Tricky. Winnie looked stern. "So," she said, "you used the spirit on it to get the treasure, and instead you got palace." "You certainly did," lectured the captain. "And we got you. You are going to walk the plank, or once we get back to the sea, that's it." He added again quickly. Suddenly, Whip has an idea. "Did you really mean it when you said you'd like to be good cooks?" He asked the captain. "Of course," the captain replied, and his crow in agreement. "Of course, where?" said Whip. "This is Charlotte. He is the head chef at the Wizard School of Cookery. I'm sure he could teach you how to be a brilliant cook." The captain and his crew turned to the Charlotte excitedly. "Could you?" they asked. Charlotte beamed with delight. "Of course I could," he cried. "I would tickle me pink to teach you." "Then what are we waiting for?" boomed the captain. "Let's go to the Wizard School of Cookery right now." "Wonderful," said Charlotte. "Let's go." Before they left, the captain presented Charlotte with his best crown and carbon pilot hat. Charlotte was thrilled. "I feel like a little palace at last," he cried. "Yo-ho-ho." Then he said goodbye to everyone and with a cheerful wave signed off with the happy palace. Whip remembered something. "But Captain," he called after him, "what about your ship?" "Keep it," said the captain over his shoulder. "We are going to be chefs, so we won't be needing it anymore. You can use it as repairment for your broken chains." So that's what they did. That evening, Whip and his friends swam in the palace musical. Yo-ho-ho! It was a great success. Everybody was thrilled that the show had taken place in a real palace ship. Even Sly and Tricky enjoyed it. Whip had been given the front row seats because their midship had accidentally caused something nice to happen. But as the cast met after the show, Winnie groaned in the disappointment. "Oh no," she said. "In all the excitement, I forgot to make more things to eat for the after-show picnic, and I only know cookery spreads that to be used on a real food." That gave the Whip another idea. "Don't worry, Winnie," he said, grinning. "I know exactly what to do." He turned to Tricky and whispered in his ear. Tricky grinned too. "Back in the trick west," he said, and zoomed off to the top speed. "Where was Tricky gone?" asked Bertie. "You see," said Whip mysteriously. A moment later, Speedy Tricky was back, and in his paws were bugs containing a bag of sugar, some apples, a butter dish, and sugar and salt. You got those from my kitchen cupboard," said Winnie with a smile. "And I think I know what you're going to do with them, Whip." Whip smiled back. A little bit of the magic that you taught me, Winnie," he replied. Everyone watched eagerly as Whip sent out a spell. It sparkled around the floor. Apples, butter, sugar, and salt for a second, and then flash! The ingredients would transform into an extra delicious dance-sized homemade apple pie. It smelled wonderful. "You're a genius, Whip," cried Winnie, and everybody cheered. Soon the after-show picnic was in full swing. Everybody was enjoying Whip's tasty apple pie. "You turned out to be a palace cook after all, Winnie," said Tally, munching happily. Whip laughed and took a big slice of pie. "Yo-ho-ho," he cried. "Or should I say, yum yum yum." The end.